How you guys doing, man? Good to see you guys. I'm just charging my phone and just letting you guys know it's your last opportunity. The weekend program's tomorrow. I have some spaces left, which is great news. Now, I know it's short notice, but personally for me, I think a lot of the time people make excuses. They use time as an excuse. I've achieved some great things on short notice. I overcame my fear and flew to Germany on 1 day's notice. I got an invite to go to Germany. Someone asked me, they said, do you want to come? And naturally I went to say no because it's logical, but my heart said yes. So if your mind is saying no about signing up tomorrow, but your heart is saying yes, then you should definitely do it, because this is going to change your life. When is going to be the right time to take action on your social anxiety and your dating life and do this program? This program has sold all around the world. It's changed lives all around the world. This program is amazing. So what's your excuse for not signing up tomorrow and committing to facing your fears and changing your life? The 2-day weekend program is going to enable you to face pretty much all the fears that you've got in your life. Because obviously, yes, we're facing the fear of talking to women, that's a big deal. But when you face the fears of talking to women, you don't only face that fear, you face all the other fears that you're hiding from. And if you don't do it now, and you're in your 30s, then you're gonna be 45. Or if you're 20, you'll be 30, 55. Now is the time. If you're serious and you're committed and you want to come on tomorrow, send me an email. You've got to the rest of the day. This is the first day I've had off in a long time. So I'm off the whole day today. I'm by my email, I'm by my phone. I'll be waiting for these committed clients that are going to join the program tomorrow. I've got a client tomorrow that I'm working with. So if no one signs up, it's no skin off my nose, because I'm coaching the client tomorrow. And I love coaching, whether I'm coaching one person or 3 or 4. But at the same time, I want to keep promoting this program, because the program is, I can't find words, that's how good the program is. It's life-changing. And what you're going to learn on the program is going to give you life skills, dating skills, entrepreneurial skills, career skills, people skills. It's unbelievable what it does. And sometimes I say to myself, I don't even know how I teach this, but I guess because of the way that I've lived my life, the people that I've been around, I work with good people, so it's a combination of all these things. Now, the weekend program is amazing because the energy and the atmosphere between the group. When you're in a group of like-minded people that are positive and that are passionate and that are committed and they're not excuse makers, it changes your life. You are what you're around. You become what you're around. If you run around with losers, you're going to become a loser. If you run around with addicts, you're going to become an addict. If you're around positive, brave people that are taking action and living an amazing life, you're going to become amazing. You're going to live an amazing life. So the first lesson that everybody learns on the weekend program, myself included, is the power of being around positive energy. And it's, look, it's not about being perfect. I'm not perfect. Neither are you. No one is. But that's not an excuse not to be the best person you can be. And I know that you could be a lot more than what you're being right now. And I know that you're being a little coward, and that you don't have people around you to tell you the truth about what you could be and what you're not being. So the weekend program is 2 days of practicing socializing with honesty, which takes a lot of courage. No tricks, no bullshit, no lines, having respect for women, practicing being genuine. The practice of being genuine with people, it transformed my life. It reduced my social anxiety. It enabled me to get past my trauma, my negative beliefs, my fears about money, traveling, opening myself up to new opportunities. And that's why I'm able to humbly be in beautiful places like this and be confident in myself. So the confidence that you're going to gain on the weekend is second to none. For what you spend, you're going to get 1 billion times worth of value back. So for £550, the value, you're going to give me £550, and I'm going to give you £1 million worth of value. That's what you're going to learn on the program. Now, when the program's over, that's not the end. That's just the beginning. The lessons learned on the weekend program, you're going to take those lessons into your life, and you're going to practice those lessons, those principles, the social skills. You know what you're going to do? You're not going to practice them for 30 bullshit days. You're going to practice them for life. I practice these skills every day. It feels good to practice good ethics, positivity, to challenge yourself, to grow. It feels awful. It feels awful to live out your fears and be a coward and practice negativity, not believing in yourself, putting yourself down, hating yourself, always saying you're not good enough. I'm telling you that you are good enough, but if you don't go out and face your fears on this weekend program, you're never going to get the self-belief. We can watch all the videos, we can download the books, we can quote stuff, we can read all this stuff. Nothing's going to change if we don't take action and man up. The biggest challenge that I see with most people is they allow their negative thoughts in their head to talk them out of facing their fears, and that's why they don't grow in their life. So I've heard all the excuses. I'm not ready to do the program yet. I can't afford the program, or I'm busy. It's all excuses. The reality is, most of you can afford the program. You can make time. It's 2 days of your life. Sacrifice 2 days on this program and you'll have the next 30 years of your life living a fantastic life. Now I'm going to say this as well. If you're not committed and you're going to complain, please don't sign up for this program. I will not accept your money. I will not work with you if you're not passionate about overcoming your anxiety, building confidence and being successful. I ain't got time. I haven't got time for bullshit. I haven't got time. Life's too short. It's too amazing. So I only work with good people that are committed, that show up on time, and are really ready to challenge themselves. See, that's the problem today with this generation and with most people's mindset. Everybody wants to be successful. Nobody wants to get uncomfortable. Everybody wants the amazing relationship with women, but nobody wants to work on their demons and work through the issues. Everybody wants a great life, but no one wants to get off their ass and get it. I'm different. My friends are different. My clients are different. And if you're different and you're ready to change your life, get in touch with this program. And the great thing about this program is I teach you how to make money through being honest. All the skills that you're going to learn on the program are going to help you to get a relationship. They're going to help you to fix your relationships that are around you. You're going to be more confident in every area. You know why people don't make money? Because they don't have the guts to sell. They don't have the guts to go out and sell a service and give value. And they're scared of rejection. I've committed my life to living fearlessly. I don't care how much rejection I get, because I get a buzz out of facing the truth. And the truth is, if you want to make money, you've got to face rejection. And the truth is, if you want to get a beautiful relationship, you've got to face rejection. Most men today are cowards. They've got no backbone. They're afraid. They're scared. They want to hide under the blanket of their mother's comfort, and they want to hide. And that's why they're not successful. And that's why most women are not going to date a weak man who has got no courage. You have to be better than that. You have to. And most men surround themselves with weak men who tell them bullshit, who reinforce that they're doing great when the truth is you're not doing great. Your life sucks, you suck because you're not taking responsibility. So I tell my clients the truth. I'm not in the business of pleasing people. I'm not in the business of kissing my clients' arse. I'm in the business of changing people's lives. In order to do that, sometimes we've got to offend you. So this has given you an idea of the type of teacher I am and the type of straightness that you would expect on a program, or if I'm working with you one-on-one. And this is what it takes to change your life. When I was growing up, when I was younger, I was sensitive. I didn't want people to tell me the truth because it hurt my feelings. And when I first went to the boxing gym, I was looking for approval, for love, to be nice to me. And the first thing my trainer said to me was, "What the fuck are you doing in there? Get the fuck out." And I couldn't believe he spoke to me like that. I was almost dumbfounded. I was flabbergasted that this man said it. And I went to get angry and react. And then something in me said, "Don't do that. Don't do that. This is an old man who knows more than you. Have respect." If I acted like that, he would have knocked me out and would have broke my heart, because the man was testing me. And that was tough love. I needed that when I was younger, because I had a bad attitude. I was a good kid, but I was thick. I had a bad attitude. I was ignorant. And my life was going to go down a bad way. And I embraced myself and I said, look, I really want to train here. I really want a chance. And he looked at me again and he said to me, he just looked at me, and then he said to me, "Come back tomorrow at," I think he told me to come back around 11:30 in the morning. And I said, "Okay, yes, sir, I appreciate that." I come back the next day, and he was nice with me. He was testing me. He was testing me to see how much I wanted it. And he told me to fuck off to see if I was going to react and get angry, then he'll throw me out of the gym. So I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry, but most nice people are not nice. They're fake. We want to be around kind, truthful people. So I don't kiss my clients' ass and I don't kiss my followers' ass as well. I tell you what I know is going to be good for you in the long run. And that's why I'm telling you what I'm telling you. So the program is going to help you to be a better person, and it's going to cut the bullshit, because that's what's stopping you from living your dreams. That's why so many people on this channel are terrified to come out of their house. I'm not saying that to put them down. I'm saying it to help them break out of that and change their life. And I was the same. You got to toughen up in the right way. You got to have a good attitude. The attitude stinks of most people that follow me on this channel. I know it stinks, because they wouldn't be where they are if they had a good attitude about life. And I was the same. It takes one to know one. And I know the people on this channel, all the people who have got good hearts, been brought up with good families like myself, but something with the attitude stinks right now, because they're not willing to take responsibility, and it's all about blaming and complaining and criticizing. Every time you criticize people and you complain, all you do is say, I don't love myself, I don't believe in myself, I have got a relationship with myself that's going down the toilet. You've got to change that attitude, and that's what we do on the program. We change the way that we see ourselves, we change the way in how we treat other people, we start to have more of a positive attitude. But to get to that point, we've got to go through hell and back. We've got to face the suffering. We've got to face the suffering of our own emotions. We've got to face the fear that not everybody's going to like us. And that's why I make a lot of money doing what I love. That's why I date beautiful women. That's why I've got good friends. That's why I'm confident. Because I humbled myself. I went through all the rejections in every area. When I first started my business, no one wanted to take coaching with me, because I didn't believe in myself at the start. No one wanted to pay me £1. No woman wanted to date me, because I wasn't ready, but I didn't quit. I just kept going. I kept facing rejections. I was honest. I helped a lot of people for free. And then the belief started to kick in. And then people started to pay me. And I started to put my prices up. Now I make thousands of pounds doing what I love, because I earned my position. Most people don't want to earn their position. They just want it given to them on a plate. They have a shitty attitude. You got to work your ass off in life. If you want good things, you got to earn it. If someone just gave me millions of pounds and I didn't do nothing, I would have a mental health breakdown again, because you're not earning it in the right way. So you got to learn about working hard. Working hard is working smart, and working smart is working hard. So this whole mentality, this whole outlook, this whole change in the way that you live your life, this is what we do on the coaching, on the weekend program, and all my coaching programs. It's not just about learning how to speak to women in an honest, respectful way. It's changing the way that you think. And that's what I'm doing right now. The coaching I'm giving you right now, you're getting thousands of pounds worth of coaching. Probably you're getting £1 million worth of coaching right now, and you're getting it for free. Guess what? And it's a pleasure for me to give you the coaching for free right now on the live stream, because I was born to do this. I love teaching. Teachers are born, not made. It took me 15 years to gain the courage and the confidence to stop caring about what people think about me and to be a teacher. I always knew I was born to do this. I always knew that I was born to inspire people, to educate them, to change their life, to change their financial situation, to change their relationships, and to help them to lower their anxiety and build their confidence. And it was listening to Les Brown all those years ago, when I was living in Fulham Broadway and I was depressed, I was having panic attacks, I had no money, I had no girlfriend, I was afraid to live, I wanted to kill myself, but I was afraid to die. I was stuck in limbo. Like my good client from Ireland said, he said, I'm in limbo, it's painful. I don't know whether to go this way or that way. I can't move, I'm paralyzed. And that's where I was when I was in my early 20s, and I heard a message from a man called Les Brown. And he said, it's possible, you can live your dreams. You will fail your way to success. Someone's opinion of you doesn't have to become your reality. You know, it's not where you are, it's where you're going. And you don't have to be great to get started, but you've got to get started to become great. So that's what I did. I took inspiration. I was praying to God at the time. I listened to Les Brown's words. I went out. I was honest with myself. I said, right, I am a scared coward. I'm afraid of people. I'm afraid of being hurt by women. I'm afraid of money. I'm afraid of being a loser. I'm afraid of letting my parents down. I'm afraid of socializing with people. I'm afraid of traveling. I'm afraid of speaking out loud. I'm afraid of being bullied. I'm afraid of being intimidated, of being controlled, of being betrayed, of being hurt. I had all this paranoia, and I went, right. I said to myself, now, I've had enough. That is it now. I don't care anymore. I don't care. And I faced every single fear one by one. First fear I faced was the fear of going down to the weightlifting gym. I did that and I got some confidence. The next fear was joining the boxing gym. The real fear was I was afraid to have a boxing fight in case I lost. Had a boxing fight, got beat, but it helped me to get past that fear and did a lot of sparring and was quite a amateur boxer, and it changed my life. After I faced the fear of going to the boxing gym and the weightlifting gym, my next fear was women. Terrified of women. I thought I was ugly. I thought I was unattractive. I thought every single woman would laugh at me, wouldn't want to date me, wouldn't want to stay with me, would never want to date a guy like me because I was broke, I was poor, I felt ugly, I felt ashamed. All my addictions, my addictions to sleeping with prostitutes for many years, because I didn't think I could get real love. I didn't think a woman, I just didn't believe it. So I had to face that fear. I had to face the fear of my social issues, which were I used to get nervous, I couldn't hold eye contact, I used to start stuttering, I looked down, I couldn't tell the truth, I physically couldn't find the strength. I faced it, I kept facing it. At the start I got rejected. At the start it was difficult, but I got a little bit better each time, and the belief started to kick in, and eventually I started to meet really lovely women, and they liked me, and they were wanting to go out with me, and I went on a series of dates to get over my social anxiety and to get more relaxed around women, and I started to believe in myself, and then eventually I fell in love. I met one of my first serious girlfriends in Piccadilly. She was beautiful. I fell in love with her. I started teaching, and within about 18 months, I went from having £200 in my account to being financially free and building a successful coaching business and coaching people from all around the world. Then I went on to do hundreds of public talks. I don't like this word, but I'm telling the truth, and I don't aspire to be a celebrity. That's really tacky for me, but I became famous in my industry. I became one of the top dating coaches. I changed my life. I changed my social circle. Lived in a nice place, was in love. I achieved my dreams before age 30. So in my early 20s, I was trying to figure out how I could kill myself because I just hated myself and the way I was living. I was depressed. I couldn't talk to people. A couple of years later, I turned it around and became successful in every single area that I set out to be successful in. So that's my story. And everything that I teach on my programs is everything that I learned along my journey, which took me from wanting to kill myself to then having a successful, amazing life and meeting so many amazing people. And obviously I had help along the way. I had mentors, some paid, some free, some online, some in person. So, it's possible for anyone to do it. Anyone who's committed to changing, they can do it if they're willing to go through the suffering. I'd say the biggest tip I could give everyone right now, if people want tips on how to make money, get past anxiety, get more confident women, you've got to face the fear of failure, rejection. And when you get rejected, you've got to not get down on yourself. You've got to not become demotivated, but you've got to get excited. You've got to get inspired. You've got to love it. You've got to fall in love with rejection. That's why I became elite at selling. That's why I've sold thousands of programs, because I've just loved the rejections. I faced the rejections. I am fearless when it comes to rejection, and I'm the same with women. That doesn't mean I'm perfect. I'm not, and it doesn't mean I don't have fear. Of course I have fear. I'm human. But I'm not afraid to admit I'm afraid. I'll face it and I'll grow from it. And I always eventually get big success. I always attract great business. I always change people's lives. I always eventually attract a great woman. It happens every year. Thank the Lord for helping me, because I always thought I was gonna, I just didn't believe I could get out of it. So I always humble myself. Through every season I'll go through the rejections, the pains, but I'm grateful. I won't complain about it. I thank God. I'm grateful for what I got. I continue to do good. I help people. I do what I can to help people. There's times when I help for free, when it's the right time. There's times when I tell people to piss off. You're not getting it for free. It doesn't feel right, and you're going to pay me, otherwise piss off. So, that's the mentality. It's a warrior's mentality. It's the old school mentality of the 1930s and 40s boxers, the Sugar Ray Robinsons, the Jack Dempseys, the Rocky Marcianos, the guys that were all out. Not like most of the pussies today that are not committed. They're afraid. They care too much. They don't want to face the suffering. Being fully committed to changing. And when I work with people, as you can probably tell, I'm not half committed. I'm not 1 foot in. I'm all in when I teach to change lives. And that's why I love it. And that's why my clients' lives are changing as we speak right now. So yeah, I was born to do this. I don't need a script. Okay, I've got a coffee and a tea in me. This is easy for me because I believe every single man has got a gift that he was born to use, but most guys don't believe it, and most guys They won't face the fear. They won't go through the rejections in order to get the success and to live their purpose and live their potential, because they care about what people think and they care about the emotions. Face the emotions. Face the pain. Your pain is your purpose. Your trauma, your worst nightmare, if you face it, will become your biggest dreams. Most people don't want this truth. They don't want the truth. The truth is, all successful people are traumatized to begin with. They're in absolute agony, but they're so brave. That's why I've got respect for every successful person. Yeah. Good to see you, mate. I always appreciate your support. Let's read that. Hey, Jonathan. Pain is weakness leaving the body. Well, Mike Tyson's fantastic. He's someone he lives and breathes what he teaches. So, amen to that. Oh, I have a nice break now. I'm happy to answer any questions. So if anyone wants to join the program tomorrow, it's short notice today, send me an email and I'll book you on for the 2 days. We're going to have a great weekend. We're going to go out. We're going to practice good ethics, being honest with women. We're going to practice talking. And who knows, you can meet your girlfriend tomorrow, your wife, a great friend, a date, a conversation. You just never know. You never know what's going to happen. Like my friend Floyd always says, he's just saying to me, Jonathan, you never know who you're going to meet in your life at any given day that's going to change your whole life. He was right. You don't know when you're going to meet the next best friend. You don't know when you're going to, the next best business opportunity or the most amazing woman that's going to change your whole life and you're going to change her whole life. But you can bet your last dollar, if you don't get off your ass and face your fears and invest your money and your courage and your heart wisely, then the likelihood is nothing's going to change. Let me ask you a question. Les Brown says it. The thinking that you've done so far has brought you to where you are. Is your thinking working for you or against you? I would bet for most of you, I mean this respectfully, your thinking hasn't been positive. Your thinking's brought you to a point in your life where you're not happy. It's a simple question to ask, right? And I ask myself this question on kind of a year-to-year basis, but I get my clients to sometimes be brave. Let's answer this question. Are you happy in your life right now? Not, well, maybe, yes or no answer. If the answer's no, why are you not happy? And you'll realize, number one, you're not accountable. Number two, you're not facing your fears. Number three, you're feeling sorry for yourself. Number four, you're not investing in a mentor or a program. Now, if you are happy in life, that's great. It makes me happy. More happy people in the world, the better. But the likelihood is most people are not happy because they're not themselves. They don't know who they are. They're not living their dreams. They're not living their values. They're living according to what other people think they should do. They're living out of fear. As Les Brown said, most people are living out their fears when they should be living out their dreams and their purpose. Anyway, that's it today. You got to Well, the way I do that, water hot, is by really respecting and understanding the negative consequences. When you understand the consequences of not being accountable in your life and not facing your anxiety and not being all you can be, you really get motivated to cut the bullshit, get off your ass and get a mentor and take a program and put yourself in a situation. That's why I like paid coaching. When you pay someone a lot of money to help you, what you're saying is, I am creating a necessity for change in my life. I am investing my money wisely. I am joining a program with someone that knows more than me in this area, who's achieved what I want to achieve, and that leaves me with no excuses. You've got to put yourself in a situation where you have no excuses other than to succeed. That's how you do it. And you have to know the consequences. Do you want to be depressed? If you play video games and it's destroying your mental health and it's stopping you from getting a girlfriend, why the fuck are you still continuing to play them? You must be stupid then. You're not learning. Learn from your mistakes. I was teaching the client yesterday and I said, I'm teaching you from my successes, but more importantly, I want to teach you so you can learn from my mistakes so you don't have to make them. And one of the things I was helping him with is not to self-sabotage, because he's building a business and he's doing so well and he's changing his life, because I'd done that. I built a successful business, which was amazing, and I'd done some self-sabotaging and I brought it down. So he's learning not to make those mistakes through the experience of a paid mentor. And that's what you need to do. You need to invest your money in a mentor. You spend thousands of pounds on video games, on junk food, on coffee, on subscriptions, but most people are so stupid that they won't invest half of that money into a mentor where they're going to see a fantastic return. They're going to change their life. You have to think differently to the way you're thinking, because it's the thinking that's brought you to where you are now, and where you are now is not where you want to be. So something needs to change in the way you're thinking. When you think different, you act different, you get a different result. As Einstein said, if you keep doing the same thing and expecting a different result, then you are a definition of stupid. It's insanity. Change the way you think, change your habits, and you're going to see different results. And that's what we do on the weekend program. I help you to change the way you think, and I help you to change the way that you act and the way you live, and then you're going to get different results. Mate, I've already told you, man. I'm not going to go over it again because you're just going to waste my time, man. I've already told you. I've given you the advice. You don't take it, so I'm just going to keep my mental health good. I gave you kind advice. I told you a million times. I said, get professional help. You ignore it. You don't want to do it. I told you about my journey, and you're still asking me the same questions. I'm going to leave it as that now. I need to respect my mental health. Thank you very much. Listen, my father taught me a lesson a long time ago, and he said to me, Jonathan, you cannot help a man that doesn't want to help himself. You're going to drown yourself. As kind as I am, and as compassionate as I am not going to try and help somebody that doesn't want the help, because they're going to drown me and destroy my mental health. I have to appreciate it. So guys, don't take it the wrong way. I've put the information out there for anybody who's suffering with mental health. I've told you what to do. If you're suffering with mental health problems right now, you've got to go and get help, speak to your parents ASAP. If your mental health issues are serious, then I can't work with you because I'm not a mental health worker, I'm a confidence coach. People that I work with, I help them with anxiety. But if they're really suffering, then they have to go and get help, because if you don't, it's going to get worse. If you want to do the program this weekend, all you've got to do is send me an email, and then I'll send the details over. That's one of the things I've learned lately, right? Is that, at the end of the day, you can't force someone to get help. It was the same with me when I was getting help. People couldn't force me. And I made the decision to go, you know what, I need the help. I need to get the help, and I went and got the help. So I'm just going to say this, I mean this from my heart. Anybody out there who's suffering with anxiety or really bad mental health problems right now, and they feel afraid to speak up about it, you are not a weak person by getting help. You're really strong. Please, please, God, anyone out there, talk to your parents, speak to the doctors, and let them help you. Because if you don't, then it's going to get worse. I think at some point when we get the right time, I'm going to do some videos and share my how I recovered from mental health problems and recovered from it, and hopefully that will, please God, it will help a lot. It might save some lives. I'll do the best I can. That's all I can do, really. That's all we can do for one another. And if there's anyone on this channel who has gotten through mental health problems, then just help the next person if you can. But like I said, if someone won't take my help and they won't listen to me, then I have to respect that. I have to stop. You can't force someone to change. You can't force them to get help. It's not right. Yeah. Take the program, man. You've been following me for a long time. It seems that we've got a good friendship. There's a good connection. What's the worst that can happen? Probably going to change your life and you're going to enjoy it. So just send me an email. All right, Chris, good to see you, mate. How are you doing? Things are great, Chris. Things are really good. Yeah, appreciate the support, guys. Definitely look out. I've been doing loads of good videos lately on anxiety. I've been covering all the areas. I've been covering, what areas I've been covering? Lifestyle, training, fitness. I've been doing dating. I've been doing business. I've been covering all the different areas that most of my clients want to excel in, which is they want to do the career that they love. They want to get a good relationship. They want to be more confident. So I'm putting up a lot of videos on the channel, and I've said it before as well. I appreciate a lot of the people on this channel who gave me some constructive critique, which I always appreciate. And I took the advice and I transformed the quality of my videos. The videos are fantastic now, the quality with the new camera, and obviously with my place being decorated thanks to my dad, and all the quality of the lighting. So that was great. I've said it before, Chris. Chris, why don't you invest in coaching? You know, you're spending a lot of time. Why don't you do a program, and we could speed track you? I could help you to solve your problem a lot quicker, because doing it on your own is taking an awful lot of time. Even though you've made progress, which is great, and I want you to progress, whether you do it without me. But if you just invested. If you invested financially some coaching, then I could get you quicker to your goal, because you don't want to be spending the next 2 to 5 years in the same position that you are now. So that's why I say to people, the smartest people on planet Earth have invested their money wisely. And that's what it comes down to. There's two types of people. There's successful people and there's unsuccessful. Successful people invest their money wisely, and unsuccessful people invest their money poorly. Investing your money poorly is junk food, alcohol, video games, too much Netflix, all this type of stuff that feels good in the moment, but then it affects you later on. Whereas if you invest your money in a coaching program, which is going to be a bit more expensive to begin with, you're going to make more money, and you're going to be in a better place financially, mentally and emotionally in the coming weeks and months. And that's why when I worked with Jeff Thompson, I love working with Jeff. It was expensive. I did the mentorship for 3 years, and it changed my life. And you know, the money that I spent with working with Jeff, not only did it help me to make more money later on in my business, but it helped me to improve my relationships with my dad, with everyone. So that's the power of investing, and that's why smart people succeed. Yeah, you know, it takes confidence to spend money, and it takes confidence to make it, which is why you should invest your money wisely and you should make it. You know, people have got this idea that they're going to spend money on a program, then they're going to lose money, but that's not true. If you invest your money in a good program, you're going to make more money. How do you make money? By improving your social skills, your entrepreneurial skills, by being fearless, by not being afraid of money, not being afraid to spend and make money. And that's how you go to another level. So that's one of the biggest things I wanted to do on this channel, and I'm doing it right now, was to start teaching people how to make money with honesty, with good ethics, through hard work and being fearless. Pretty straightforward, really. If you can help someone to solve a problem, and they're looking to solve that problem, and you've got the product, then you speak to them, you have a conversation, and if there's chemistry and you can get on with them and help them and they can benefit, you sell them. Pretty straightforward. But of course, it's not straightforward for people who are so afraid of the confrontation of selling and talking to people. Do me a favor, Waterhot. Email me about coaching, right? If you're interested, we can get on a Zoom call. The Zoom call, I'm not going to charge you for that. It's going to be 30 minutes, and I can speak to you. I need to speak to you to see what you need help with, what program would be right for you, because I've got dating programs, business programs, and for anxiety. So let's arrange a call. I'm easygoing, and now if I think that I can't work with you, I can't help you, I'm going to tell you, but I'm pretty certain I can probably work with you. So send me the email, I'll get back to you. and we can have a conversation. I'm easygoing. You're not obligated to sign up, and I'm not obligated to take you on. Let's have a conversation. Let's see what happens. We'll go from there. Do me a favor, guys, as well. I appreciate it. Share this stream. Let me know in the box below what you guys need help with, what videos to make, what programs would benefit you. Is it dating? Is it business? Is it confidence? Please be clear and let me know. I'll read your questions and I'll make videos on those topics. Because for me at the moment, I'm just absolutely love doing these videos. What I'm enjoying is doing videos that are not just on dating, because I did the dating, you know, so much and I enjoy some of it, but I enjoyed the broader coaching, the confidence coaching, helping you in all areas. And that's what I've been loving at the moment with clients. And even one of my returning clients that I coached about 5-6 years ago, he just did 3 sessions with me and he loved it. And he said to me, God, your coaching's changed from back in the day. And I said, well, it has changed because I've changed, I've grown, I'm older, I'm wiser, I've got the gray hairs to prove it. And, you know, I've learned more. And he got so much value from it. And I just loved working with him. And one of the things he said to me was, he said, it was not about the money, because my coaching is expensive. He said, the life lessons that I've learned from you are just priceless. I said, great, I've done my job done. We're both happy. He's happy, he's gone away happy, I've gone away happy. There we go. Great, man. Well, I've got a business program for that. If you're interested in, oh, sorry, best job as an entrepreneur. If you save up some money and probably read some entrepreneur books. Johnny, when can you afford it? Then we can make the most money. Yeah, as I said, when we do the call, over the next 2.5 weeks, I'm going to be working all day in the hotels coaching, and I'm going to be doing calls. So email me today, email me now when you can, and I can book you a 30-minute call next week, because I've got a program this weekend. So from Monday onwards, I can get on and have a chat with you, mate, and I can find out if I can help you or not, and speak to you, because I need to speak to you one-on-one and really see what it is that you want to achieve. Then I can tell you if I can help you or not and what programs I run. And that goes for anybody that wants to work with me, that wants confidence coaching in any of the areas of, you know, anxiety, career, dating, relationships, or a bit of everything. Send me an email and we'll have a Zoom conversation. And during that conversation, I can see if I can work with you, what you want to achieve, and then we can decide on the call. There's nothing to lose. Actually, you're going to gain confidence by taking the call. These are the things that help. You know, these are the things that build your confidence up. And that's always a win-win, you know. I will enjoy the call because I'm going to speak to someone who's positive like you, and you're going to speak to someone like me. And after the call, you're going to be a little bit wiser than before you took the call, because you're going to learn. I'm going to give you some information that's going to help you move forward, and I'm going to be wiser for speaking to you and learning more about you. So it's a win-win. I'm starving. I can't wait to have some food now. I really earned it. But yeah, just doing a lot of processing lately. I'm really enjoying this journey. Teaching's amazing. I just love working with good people that are committed. They're so passionate about changing their life, and they do the work. I just love it. It's so much fun. I'll give you guys a little tip. Don't focus on what you're not. Focus on what you want to become. And what I mean by that is a lot of guys get depressed because they're not confident and they're not happy and they're not where they want to be. All that's going to do is victim mentality. It's going to make you feel worse. Focus on taking the steps from today, small steps, and get excited about who you're going to become, and don't get depressed about, you know, being disappointed about who you're not. Okay, I'll make a video on that. Thank you for sharing that. That's a great thing. I'll make a video about how to socialize more, Stay off the pornography and the video games. I think that's a huge one. I think there's probably about 10 billion men right now that are around the world that are in pain, suffering in silence. They're addicted to video games and porn because they're afraid of people. They're afraid to go out and socialize, and I understand that. So we're going to cover some videos and we're going to make some impact in that area and get guys out of off the video games and off the porn and socializing. And that's the solution. The more you socialize, the better you feel. The better you feel, the less inclined you are to want to be addicted to any addiction like video games, etc. So it's not easy at the start to take the step. The first step's always the hardest. But once you get the first step out of the way, it will get a lot easier. Right, I think we've come to an end on this. Okay, that's another one to quit. Yep, 100%. All right, guys, it's a pleasure. I'll speak to you guys soon. Thanks for coming on. And if anybody wants to jump on the weekend program, which is tomorrow, send me an email. My email address is below all my videos. I'll add it to this video as well. I appreciate you guys coming on. All right, bye.